Hi y'all, I'm going to show you a little video on how to make a QR code. I talked about this in your PLCs today, and so I'm just going to give you a recap of what I showed you guys. Making a QR code is very easy, especially if you have a website address. So first step would be to get a website address that you need. I'm going to pop open Mozilla. And say, for instance, you have a Prezi that you want to highlight different Prezis. So I'm going to log into Prezi real quick. And the students may have shared this with you via email or Gaggle. And you may have several different ones. For each URL you have to make a new QR code. So this was the first one I have. Now, whether it's a Google Doc or an email or a Prezi, you always, if it's online, you're going to have a URL. That's usually up here in the URL bar. Now, you can also see an option to share. You could click that, and that would also give you a URL code. You can copy it. You can right-click and copy it. You can use the keystroke Control-C to copy it. However you choose to copy it, completely up to you. So once you have a link that you want to turn in to a QR code, and remember, if they scan it with their QR readers, they'll be able to look at it on their iPad or their cellular device. Open a new tab up, and if you can just search QR code generator. And it will pop up different QR code readers. There are tons of different ones out there. It doesn't really matter which one you use. I use QRstuff.com. I think that's the one that I showed you today, and I think that one is easier one of them to use. So you pop open QRstuff.com, and it's a website URL. And you come here to content, and all you do is you can right-click and paste, or you hit Control-V. Don't worry about any of these other options, but if you notice, it puts in a QR code preview right here. And if this changes, this is going to change a little bit as well. You can make it different colors if you want to make it pretty. You can, but since these are just something for short and quick, I don't suggest you do anything too fancy to them. It's just my suggestion. You can make them as pretty as you want. The output type, if you want to just print it straight from here, you can. I suggest downloading it, and then you can print them all out at once. You can email it, and it tells you, where do you want to save it, what do you want to open it with. I'm just telling it to save it. And most likely it's going to put it in my Firefox downloads folder. So you can choose to save it wherever you want. You can move it to other places, however you choose to do it. Now, the one other thing I really like about the QRstuff.com is that you can link it to Twitter, you can link it to Facebook, different things like that. So say, for instance, you wanted to put your contact information where they could scan it with their QR reader, and then in their cell phone it automatically puts it and puts a message to them. You can do a plain text one, and so you could text, hi, Miss Martinez, or whoever you are. Thanks for visiting my class. So you can put like a little note in here about who you are. You can put in your cell phone. Well, you're not going to put your cell phone number, but you can put in like your contact number. You can put in your email. And you can also do the same thing here in email address. So if they scanned it, it would automatically pop open whatever their email is on their phone or their device. You could have it send an email message too. What is really neat on this one is they have a digital business card, and you can put in your contact details, social links, location map, and view card, download, and more. So when you fill all this stuff out on here, you would create it here. You could put in all, and then you made this QR code like this put outside your door. Your kids could scan this, or their parents could scan this, and it would automatically put a picture. It would put the contact info, everything there already right there. If you had a teacher website, that had your lessons and things like that linked to it, it would be a constant connection. That they could download straight into their phone or their device for you. And that is how you make a QR code. It is very easy, very simple. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask me, and I would love to help you out.